Testing. Oh shit, there's people on this. I thought this was unlisted. I'm running a test. Can you hear me? Testing. Hello. Just say yes if you can hear me. You see, this is what I'm resorting to now because some love Indian people, but there unfortunately was one Indian fellow that decided to ban my Instagram. So here's where we are right now. Okay, I'm going to be doing a live bi-weekly hotline on YouTube where we're going to ask questions. I just want to... I'm basically figuring out the best way for people to call in and ask me questions. What's going on, gentlemen? This was not planned to go live. I'm going to be frank with you. I'm figuring this shit out, ready for next week when we start these live hotlines. I'm just thinking of the best way to have people call in to ask questions live. How do I just specifically share audio, though? Sorry, I'm just sending this to my content director. I'm good, man. I'm good. Life is good. As always. Yeah, for everyone that's joining this, the plan wasn't to go live right now. This meant to be unpublic, but fuck it, here we are. You can join me while I figure this out because we are going to go live from next week, every 2 weeks, and we're just going to answer questions. We're going to do Q&A. We're going to call in. Yes, I'm copying this from Alex Hormozi. Do I care? Absolutely not. We repeat successful actions. Oh, yeah, we could do a Zoom call. It's a good idea. I wonder how Alex Hormozi does it. Oh, wow. There's really like 14 people watching this right now. If you've just joined, I did not mean to start this, but here we are. I'm preparing for these bi-weekly Q&As I'm going to do from next week. And I meant to do this unlisted, but hey, if you have any questions, fuck it. I've got 10 minutes. Let's go. I love Dubai. I think it is one of the best places to be for efficiency and just for like quality of life. Everything is so efficient. Like I can have anything I want in like 5 minutes. It's great. Michael, if you're watching this, Michael, my only concern is if we do it via Discord, I just don't think everyone has Discord, you know? Like, I don't even have Discord. I thought that was for, like, gamers and shit. Cold calling. Yeah, cold calling. I mean, I would personally rather do cold email or cold SMS, just, like, optimize for volume. It's not that cold calling doesn't work. It's just that I think there's more efficient acquisition channels. How much money should I make for it to be worth to move to Dubai? I think if you're making at least like 20, 30K a month, I think before that, like you're just not going to have the quality of life that you probably want. And this is the thing, like I'll tell you one of the cons of Dubai is the traffic is so bad. The traffic is terrible. It's so like, fuck, if I had to drive somewhere every day, I would not live here. I would not live here. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Do I still use the habit tracker? Of course, bro. I use the habit tracker every day. You know, I've been using that for years now. Still the best thing I ever implemented in my life ever. One of the best things. Dream car. Next dream car. I don't even have a car. So I don't have a dream car. Honestly, I just don't care. Like, I just don't really care that much. And especially when you're in Dubai, man, like the traffic is terrible anyway. Where would I drive? It'd take me 30 minutes to travel like a mile. Wouldn't it be worth it? I just use a Lime scooter, to be honest. How do I balance school and do an outreach because of speed to lead? I mean, you've just got to get scrappy with what you can do, you know? Like, ultimately, there's nothing else you can do. Like, when you're going from being in like a full-time job or working in high school to building your agency, you've just got to understand you have like a half-assed level of commitment that you can't really do anything about until you go all in. And there's usually this balance, this like security level where you can go all in. For me, I just went all balls in when I was making like 2K a month and just dropped out. But you know, other people have lower risk tolerances and they want to be at like I know a guy in our program who was doing like 200K a month and he was still in high school. It was like absolutely ridiculous. You did have Discord though. I literally remember being, yeah, I did have Discord. Discord was sick. The good old Discord days for the people that were there. Maybe we'll do it in Discord. Michael, I'm just thinking what we can do. We can just use Zoom and on the OBS only allow it to play the audio. So the stream can only hear them. And then you can mute or let other people speak whenever you command. Okay. Michael, can you set that up? Do you know how to do it? Okay. Moderation activity will be shown. How do I put someone as a moderator? I'm an absolute noob to this stuff. Ume, chill, bro. Holy shit. I saw your question. Fuck. Man, what are you doing? Stop spamming. I'm going to ban you from this chat. Michael, text in the chat so I can add you as a moderator. I need you to like text. Where do I get that wood panel behind me done? I actually don't know. Where did I get... Honestly, I just said to my assistant, my wall looks shit. Can you like fix it? And then some man came round with like 50 panels. And he was like, yeah, which one do you like? I was like, I don't know, bro. Which one do you think? And then he just installed it. Like, I wish I could tell you who did it. I don't know. There we go. Michael, I've put you as moderator. Yeah, basement renovation. Decent niche, yeah. What type of services do you think are meta right now for SMMA? I've took a long break. I mean, I still think lead gen is the superior, easiest fulfillment, like easiest to sell model. Alessandra, how do I remove people from pasting links? You see, I'm so glad I did this test now. So we didn't have people like Ume spamming the chat and ruining my life. No, I'm joking, my friend. I love you, really. Let's have a look. How expensive is a good call center? I mean, you just start out with like one call agent that's like, you know, my first call agent was like $500 a month, and then you work your way up. Yeah, the thing is with AI receptionists, man, like we've got people in the program that sell AI receptionists. I've got a guy specific. Well, we've got two people actually in the program that I can think of. One of them's doing like 20K a month. The other one's doing like 50, but they're not just selling voice AI as like a fulfillment. They're selling voice AI as like, we'll come into your business and install a voice AI receptionist, and we'll also build your CRM. So they can sell a clear, tangible outcome. It's a lot harder to sell a tangible outcome with just voice AI. And yeah, you're going to have to go and sell it to more sophisticated businesses a lot of the time, in my opinion. Kitchen remodeling, a good niche. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't go for kitchen remodeling personally. I'd probably go for something like this, like a 10-degree angle change. So what I mean by like a 10-degree angle change is, you know, if we think kitchen remodeling, you go like land removal, mold removal, land clearing. In terms of shifting to paid ads, I mean, as soon as humanly possible, really. If you have like 2K saved up, just start running paid ads. And that's less if you're not in the US because your cost of acquisition is going to be lower. Alessandro, how do I remove people from pasting links? There we go. Problem solved. How can I start cold SMS? You just scrape leads and you spam them. It's that simple. In the UK, how many a day would you spend if you had 2K? I would start out on like £100 a day or $100 a day. 50 on the low end. 3 top niches to start. Okay. Let me think about this. Telemedicine clinics, like weight loss, peptides, number 1, very good market. Number 2, land clearing, or like land management. Number 3, mold removal. These are like 3 just off the top of my head, which would be highly profitable. I have a copywriting agency where I help online business owners scale. So will your coaching be relevant? Yeah, actually, we have some content agencies in there. We have email agencies in there. We have some SaaS companies in there. I don't know if you know Thomas Garnett. We help him with acquisition in Dermis in the program as well. So like things like that. So yeah, like, I mean, the way that I see it, man, is with agencies, like they're all fundamentally the same. You've got sales, marketing, fulfillment, and then you've got operations, like the infrastructure that everything falls on. So like, it doesn't fucking matter what you do, whether you serve midget strippers, whether you sell copywriting, whether you sell AI receptionists, they all fundamentally have the same constraints at every level. What's the faith spirituality looking like? I'm open. I don't want to narrow myself down and say I'm a specific religion because I'm exploring right now. Ume, the UAE license, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know the answer to your question. I would ask an accountant. How much money should I be making before joining your program? I have a media estimate for real estate agents doing 5K a month. I mean, bro, we have people join at every level, like some people join when they're like making nothing, which, is the best way in my personal opinion. You either pay in life with time or money, and if you can pay with money, then why wouldn't you? Money is a finite resource, time is infinite. That's the way that I see it. So the sooner, the better. And I'm biased, I know we've built something incredible. I'm struggling to get UK business owners to commit to signing up on the first call. I close on the follow-up, but how have you found UK versus US prospects? UK prospects are usually less probable to spend a significant amount of money just because of the way they're conditioned and grown up. Like the way that they grow up is like people look down on people that spend a lot of money. People in the US fucking finance everything on credit cards. They spend a lot more money. So again, like, I don't think it's impossible. We have people that I know that sell PIFs on a consistent basis in the UK. It's probably just a sales issue. How long does it take you to surpass with a mental block you've had for a while? I don't know. How long is a piece of string? I don't know, man. I don't know. Just depends on the person. If anyone here knows how to get my Instagram back, text me, please. I would love to be back on Instagram. I would love to be. Would absolutely love to be posting on Instagram. Actually, let me check with this guy. Brother, is my Instagram account back? What are we looking at? Yeah, so basically, if you didn't know, I basically had somebody get paid to get my Instagram shut down. Yeah, somebody basically paid to get my Instagram shut down, and then they started blackmailing me. And then I paid someone to get it unbanned, and I'm pretty sure he banned it again, and then tried getting me to pay for it to get unbanned. So I got double gypped. But hey, that's how life is, You live and you learn, you figure it out. Diamonds form under pressure, ladies and gentlemen. It's part of the game. So we double down on what we have until we get it back. How would you position upsells and charging more when ad spend goes up? I mean, the way that I would see it, man, is like you got 2 different functions of the upsell. Number 1, the more ad spend, you can increase the retainer. So for us, every additional $1,500 a month they spend, we add an additional $500 a month retainer value. And then number 2, we have the performance fee. So we make more money from that anyway. So we take $40 per appointment we book. So if you have a performance fee in place and you have a call center, you can do it that way. Another way is like if you're just doing lead gen, you can just do percentage of ad spend. So like, after they go past a specific threshold of like, let's say $1,500 a month in ads, you take 10% of ad spend or 20% of ad spend in additional retainer value. Thoughts on switching to, this is turning into like a coaching stream. I accidentally published this stream, to be clear, but here we are, I'll give it another 10 minutes. Thoughts on switching to Done With You because I run a done for you cold calling lead gen agency for accounting firms and help them close too with sales consulting. I mean, like the way I see it is like done for you. Higher client success rate. You can charge more. It's easier to sell. The more on the left side of the spectrum you go from Done With You, do it yourself, harder it is to sell, but the easier it is to fulfill and the lower the client success rate because you leave more things in the client's control. So I don't think there's a right or wrong as to what model you go down. Obviously, like the further along the Done With You, do it yourself spectrum you go, the more profitable you are usually, the easier your fulfillment is, but the worse your results are. So like, I can't answer that for you, bro. I'd need more context. Oh, Kai, what's going on, bro? 300k a month selling low ticket goal high level SaaS. Should we start info like you as well? Shoot me the pros and cons. Already doing beginner content on my channel. Oh, I don't know, man. It's like, it depends on what kind of business you want to build. I think running info is great cash flow. I enjoy it more. But usually the growth with info, like you start the info and then it goes like this. Now, I'm not saying we flatlined or you will flatline. I'm just saying usually when you launch something, you have this organic audience you can immediately liquidate. And it's a lot harder to market to cold traffic. Usually, predominantly, a lot of your acquisition is going to come via organic. Pros, profitable, money, more fulfilling, all of these things. Cons, exponential growth doesn't compound at the level that an agency would, especially if you sell a recurring service, right? You sell a recurring service in the agency game, your revenue usually goes like this. Like it will continue to go up. The cons with the agency model are you eventually cap out. So like, for example, if we have 120 clients, we churn at 10% every month, we lose 12 clients a month. We've got to like, and by the way, the average ad agency churns 14 to 18% a month. And that's based on people that buy agencies. So that's like a proven statistic. So, I mean, you can do the math on that. Like you've got to sign like 20 clients a month to stay in the same spot. That's why I think the agency model is a great model to go from point A to point B. To get from like 0 to like 100K a month net every month profit. And then either you swing for an exit or you cash flow, you get yourself out of it. And then you go into the next model. I think info, like the way that I saw info is like, you've got majority of the market that just use it as something that they can make like 100K a month from very easily, just organic, which is what I initially did. But if you want to build something big, you look at like Cole Gordon as an example, then what you need to do is you need to turn it into more of a done with you. That's what we're doing now with License and Scale. Like we're like building out systems for clients. We've implemented one-on-one account managers in our lower ticket program from 0 to 10K. And now we're rolling it out for License and Scale. So we're doing it of more like a hands-on program where it's one-on-one. I think that's going to serve us tremendously because that's what we really need to do to have this offer be applicable to cold traffic. Do you ever look back on the insanely fast growth you've had? What did you do differently? Yeah, I mean, it just feels normal, man. Like it just feels normal. And this is the great thing. Like if you look at, sorry, I got sidetracked. I'm looking at Slack. The way that I see it is when you deem something as normal, you will have it. And what I mean by that is think about everything you have in your life that you take for granted that other people would look at and fucking die for. Like the reason that you have it is because you deem it as normal. When you create a gap between like where you are and where you want to get to, you create excessive importance, right? And when you create excessive importance, you create a gap, it makes it harder to achieve. It's like when you put something on a pedestal, why does it almost feel like it's even further away? When you obsess over something that you're so far away from that you see as something so special and so crazy, right? That's the way that I see it. So bit of a woo-woo answer, but to answer your question, what did I do differently? I just have a high degree of self-awareness. I'm very, very good at two things. Taking relentless action the minute I know I need to do something. And number two, zooming out and reflecting on if I'm moving in the right direction. That's why every week I ask myself the right questions. The quality of the questions you ask yourself dictates the quality of the outcomes you get. I'm at 10K a month right now and doing almost everything on myself. If I join your coaching, how quickly can I scale to 100K a month? I don't know, bro. I don't make any income claims. I'm not saying by any means you join my program, you make 100K a month. That's all based on your input, my friend. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. Aren't weight loss clinics too sophisticated for beginners? By the way, everybody that just joined, just to give you some context, I did not mean to start this. From next week, we're doing weekly, or we're testing out a live agency hotline where you're going to call in. I'm going to speak to you. But I was like, you know what? People started joining this. I didn't mean to put it on public. So I'm just answering questions in the chat right now. But from next week, you're going to call in and you're going to ask me questions. Aren't weight loss clinics too sophisticated for beginners? No. I'm 15 with little to no money for ads to get clients. What's the best thing I can do? Cold outreach. Work for free. You know, funny enough, I've got my brother in my program right now. He's 14 and he's doing it. And I'm basically teaching him everything and I'm helping him get his first few clients. He's going to work for free for them. And I'm actually going to get him to help people in the program with making ads and things so he can learn. So I think the best thing you can do is just learn, man. Starting outreach today in the roofing niche. Any tips on anything? What should I be charging for ads and retainer? PIF means paid in full. So if you think about a retainer, right? Business comes to you, you say it's $2,000 a month for us to run ads and use conversational AI to nurture your leads. A PIF would be going to them and going, okay, 90 days, 6K. That's what we charge, right? The reason that we do that is because the more money we can collect up front, the more we can liquidate the ad spend. In other words, a term called cost to acquire a client, how much we pay to acquire the client. The more money we collect on the front end, basically we have like a self-sustaining machine where if we spend $1,000 to acquire a client and then we get $4,000 up front, we're net $3,000 day one, and then we can just reinvest that back into ads and repeat the process. In your experience, what percentage of success would you say is mindset versus systems and logic? I think it's 90% mindset, 10% logic. I love you, bro. Thank you. Oh, Addy, I appreciate you, man. How do you avoid getting in spam when it comes to email outreach? I'm probably not the best person to answer this, to be honest with you. Hey, Cameron, I'm planning to go big on personal brand this year. I've been watching you for a while. Would you recommend sticking to one platform? I think start with one platform, get good at it, and then start distributing across multiple organic channels and then be omnipresent. So like for me, for example, what I've done is I double down on YouTube initially. I wouldn't say I've like maxed this out by any way, shape or form, but I got the other channels to a point where I'm like, okay, I can start optimizing on building Instagram. And then the Instagram got pretty big and we started collecting a substantial amount of revenue from Instagram as well. Like, to be clear, I do not optimize on my YouTube nor my Instagram for views. I know many, many people that have many millions of followers, subscribers that make no money from their organic content. I have what I call like a micro niche channel, which is built around my ICP. So I know that I can consistently pull multi-six figures a month organically because I've built like a dense niche channel from people that will pay me a lot of money to solve a specific set of problems. Do you think lead gen is a great service to e-com brands when it comes to profit margins and scalability? I don't know. If I'm being honest with you, I actually don't know. If I was yours when I started, I'd be a billionaire. If we ever do info, I'll make sure we buy your stuff. Oh yeah. I can definitely help you with the info, to be honest. Like, I've learned a lot over the last 6 months. I have a guy that pays me for one-on-one for info, actually. He's doing like, he launched an info product for tattoo studios. He did like 200K in like a week. It was fucking wild. What is the most efficient cold outreach channel? Cold SMS probably, or cold email. Cam, check Slack. Sorry, I'm getting carried away, Michael. The plan was not to go this long. Setting up a Zoom right now and I'll add a setting. Oh, yes. Let's not do that tonight. I've got some other stuff that I need to do tonight. We won't do the Zoom today. We do have 43 people on, actually. We could, no, you know what? I don't want to do a live Zoom this tonight. I've got other shit I need to do. We did a webinar over the weekend. I need to study that tonight. That's my plan. Would you recommend retainer or, hey, Cam, agents doing about 35K a month, but I feel a bottleneck. I'm spending around $100 a day in ads, can't scale past it. Churn isn't the issue. It's client quality in their modeling niche. Oh, my friend, you know I can help you with that problem, don't you? Oh, I need more context, though. It's client quality. Well, like, I need more detail, really. Like, I don't want to give you a half-assed answer. Would you recommend a retainer or commission deal in tattoo studio niche? I get them good results, and the commissions are often higher than I could charge in a retainer. Okay, well, great. Why don't you do a small retainer and commission? Kill two birds with one stone. Bro, you are rich, and I want to do this, really, but I have a little problem. Can you please help with the computer? For fuck's sake, man. Watch your vid randomly first time. Can you tell me what type of agency you have and how you scaled it? Yeah, I run a, like, if I want to slap a sexy name on it, I basically run a marketing and consulting agency for med spas. Now, the unsexy way of saying that is we run ads for them, we call their leads, and then we help them with sales. How should we price our offers? We're going higher than low at 4K MRR, but does that work? Or I don't know what that means. Sales call tips. I don't know why the fuck I'm so scared to take these calls. Yeah, I actually did like a few mindset modules specifically on this point for people in my program last week. And this is, it just sounds like a plug, doesn't it, when I say that? I mean, it kind of is. I'm not going to lie. So like the way that I see it is you've basically got a limiting belief based on historical life experience that you're not good at sales or you can't take sales calls, right? The way that you see beliefs is it's like a lens that you put on the world or like a pair of glasses that you can put on, right? That's why two people can objectively look at the same thing and perceive it as something different because the subconscious doesn't speak in language, it speaks in emotion. So what you want to see, like the way that you should see this, man, is the only way that you're going to solve that problem is by getting clear on what that limiting belief is, what the belief is you ultimately need. So like maybe your belief right now is like, I'm not good at sales calls, which by the way, I was the exact same. The belief that you need is sales is easy. I'm incredible at sales. I'm the best salesperson in the world. And then number one, I would read that every day and I would vividly imagine and attach emotion to this imagination and this vivid picture that you create in your mind of you closing a deal. How would you feel? What would it look like? Trigger the high degree of emotion that would come as a result of you taking that action. So that's the first thing. Second thing is doing the fucking calls. Nothing changes if nothing changes. You don't learn how to swim by reading a book on how to swim, simply put. Hey, Cameron, are you looking to sell your agency? And if so, how much would you be looking for? I'm not going to discuss that here. If you had to run paid ads for 4 practices with different branding, would you send leads to one general landing page around the offer? I probably wouldn't, man. I probably wouldn't. I would have different sub-accounts for each, and I would do different funnels. I know it's more complex in the setup, but it's worth it. Best way to discover, research ICP pain points, sales call transcripts. Get sales call transcripts if you have 5, 10, 15. Get them from highest to lowest frequency. Basically put the transcripts into an LLM like Manus and say, give me from highest to lowest frequency the most common pain points and questions, objections, and expectations. How to start a personal brand when you're a beginner. Just start posting, documenting your journey. That's exactly what I did. Same owner for each practice, by the way. Yeah, I'd still do that. How did you get rid of your desire to party? I shifted my beliefs. And I know that's like a super woo-woo thing to say, but I really chunked down why I wanted to party in the first place. And we call it the layers deep training. So like your desire is I want to party, but you know you shouldn't be doing it. So like, why do you want to party? Okay. And then why and why and why? And I came to the realization that the only reason I wanted to do it was for validation and because I felt lonely. And when I realized that, I was like, oh, so I actually don't want to party. I actually just want to feel like I'm liked. I actually just want to feel validated. And that's because internally I didn't like myself. So I felt this innate desire to get that validation externally. So I just focused on starting to like myself internally. And even though I didn't party as much, I started enjoying my life more all of a sudden. And like, don't get me wrong, that didn't happen overnight, to be clear. There were so many times I wanted to go out partying, and I did. Like, to be clear, I have pictures on my phone, if I'm being completely honest, where I did 20K in 3 days. And I was on a 7-day bender in Ibiza. Not my proudest moment, but if I'm completely frank with you, I do. I was looking through it last night. That was like 2023. Can you tell the name of the guy who made 200K in tattoo niche? No. Oh, unless you're a tattoo artist, like I'm not gonna dox somebody like that. How do you make your offer unique? Oh, man, I don't have the mental energy to do this bullshit at 10 p.m. I didn't even plan on making this live today. Fuck it. We'll stay on. How can you tell how to make your offer unique? Okay. Let me think about this, because it's a very general question. Okay, so there's 3 parts of making an offer. You need to get clear on the specific person, the specific way, and the specific problem. So I serve medical spas doing over 10K a month in serving, like specializing in body sculpting. Specific way. I help them with lead gen, appointment setting, consulting, and marketing. How can I package that in a specific way? I can call it the patient profit funnel. And then the specific problem, well, I help them solve the problem of having inconsistent patient flow with filling their calendar with financially qualified patients. And you just play around with the packaging of your offer. What's up, brother? Happy to see you streaming. Yes, sir. I didn't mean to go live, by the way. This was a mistake, but we're here now. How do you hire good media buyers? I mean, you really just run ads or you work with a recruiting company. In terms of hiring, I would recommend from the Philippines. Does it matter if I take UAE license? Bro, I don't know. Oh, in terms of taking payments, like saving money. So what I do is I have it, bro, just go and watch my Dubai, like moving to Dubai video. I literally break it all down. It was a few days ago or like a week ago. What would you recommend to be the first hire? A black hat VA who you can delegate low leverage stuff to. They're basically a clone of you. How much is License and Scale? License and Scale right now is $18,000. We have 2 lower tier programs. We have a $2,000 program we just launched and a Launch and Land, which is $5,000. But we do have financing and payment plans as well. Cheeky plug. Bro, currently going through your new self-mastery modules. Absolute bangers. Let's fucking get it, bro. I'm happy to hear it. Is it better to price higher than lower when building? Oh, and by the way, with those pricings for the programs, they are subject to change. Anytime we see our close rate getting too high, we immediately increase the price because we know our program's too good. Is it better to price higher than lower when offer building? 2K seems to be standard MRR, and how much can we charge a PIF realistically? I mean, bro, like I know a number of people in our program that are charging like 15 to 30K paid in fulls. It's all subjective. Like the way that I see it, man, is you really want to make your clients like a 1 to 3x ROI. And like if you're hitting those numbers and like on the front end, to be clear, if your close rate is more than 25% to 30% and your upfront cash is above 30 to 40%, then you have wiggle room to increase price. I want to get myself out of closing ASAP. At what point would you say that it would be acceptable? Oh, Michael, that's a banger idea. Michael, that's a really good idea. Okay, we're doing a live we're doing a mastermind in person in 17 days. We've got like 40 agency owners coming, like 90% are in our programs, and we're doing an award ceremony for everyone that hit 10K, 100K, and 500K a month. We're going to live stream it. That's a banger idea. I like it. In terms of like, what would be the minimum acceptable for me to hire a closer and stop closing myself? I would say when you have like 10 recordings of gold standard sales calls of you following a process that a closer could follow. So what I mean by that is not you selling as the founder, you selling on a process, and ideally you're at like 30% close rate. Has Andromeda changed a lot in your fulfillment process? Not really, to be honest. We just do more ads, more diversification in the ads. I'm in launch and land, love the course, having some difficulties with short rate. Don't know if it's in my constraint, but I'm at 40%. Not sure if I should. Bro, text me in Slack. I'll send you our SOP on show rate. We'll get that fixed. Or like, obviously you have an account manager, Santi. Put it in that Slack, ping me. I'll send you the show rate SOP. Cameron, can I hit 10K per month in 14 days? I don't know, man. Like 14 days is a pretty unrealistic number if you have no business experience. Do you already have a UAE company set up an accounting referral partner? If yes, would you be willing to switch for a better commission structure? Oh, legendary. I do have Vince. Oh, man, you're a baller. You've actually got a fucking big channel. Love it. I do have a really good accountant, but I would be open to exploring others if they're better. You know, if somebody's better, somebody's better. I would never, to be clear, refer somebody just because I have a better commission structure. That's like the cherry on top of the cake, you know? Yeah, I have like a number of, like for context, I have like a referral Rolodex in our programs where it's like specific companies that I use for everything. Half of them I don't get paid anything from just because they're really good companies. So like, it's not just about that, but if they're better, then yes. Okay, Sexy is better. So what's your take on content agency? Like how much scalability is there? And can you give me some pros and cons? Oh, I've got some banger ideas for these lives moving forward. I'm literally just going to like pull up my screen and like show our ads and shit. I'm going to make these so valuable. You all feel inclined to pay me money, but you don't have to be clear. You can just milk me for the free stuff as well. Okay, unsexy is better. So what's your take on content agency? I don't understand the question. AI caller versus human callers. I think it depends on the market. I do think it depends on the market. Like for us, because we take deposits, I'm always going to bias towards using people for now. But if I was like, we have people in the program who are in roofing that use AI callers for their clients. So you can absolutely do that. How much is your highest student earning inside your program? He's on track to make like 400K this month. Maybe 500 actually. He's trying to push for that so he can get the 500K a month award. How do I actually get to 10K a month? How do I put 10K a month off pedestal? I'm at 2 to 3K. This is so hard for me to explain in like a 30-second answer, man. I'm going to be frank with you. Like, let me just pull this up. Let me show you the way that I do this, because there's two different types of beliefs, right? You've got like your individual beliefs that you believe to be true about yourself, and then you've got domain-specific beliefs. You've got to change both. And the way that we do this is by getting clear on what the belief is now and what we need it to be. And then we create vivid, sensory pictures, like imaginary. How do I explain this? We create vivid scenes in our head through the imagination, tie a high degree of emotion to that on a consistent basis to make it normal. And then you just take action aligned with that person. All manifestation is shifting internally to a degree in which you are no longer emotionally dependent on seeing reality change to get what you want. Meaning you already act as if you already have it, because you do. Because the universe acts on the law of lagging indicators, which means the minute you decide you have something, you already have it. You got to see it this way. Identity, meaning who you are, is a cause, and reality is an effect. What most people think is they think, when I change this thing, then I will become consistent. Or like, when I make 10K a month, then I will be a business owner. It's completely the other way around. The way that you should see this is, it's like an onion, and you need to peel back layers of the onion. The innest, like the furthest part of the onion, like fully inside. How the fuck do I explain this? Fully inside the onion, like the deepest part of the onion is the identity. If you change identity, your processes and your outcomes already change as a result of that, and so does your reality. The AI link you gave regarding building off from picking niche, those AI agents are pretty dull, to be honest, and forgot the conversation. Well, I appreciate the feedback, man. Alessandro, this is a note for you. We need to make the public agents good. We can't withhold information. I think we made them shitter by design because we didn't want to give you the real ones. But hey, I appreciate the feedback. What camera do you use? Good question. I actually don't know. It was expensive, though. It was like 4K. Didn't know you have some people in your program in the tattoo niche. Might actually consider joining. Oh, yeah, baby. Make this live stream worth it. Relying on SMS to remodel is in a lot of them. As soon as they find out I'm not. Oh, I can't be asked to answer that question. I'm not going to lie. I didn't even want to make this live today. Would you recommend a trial for your first client? I would do pay on results. I think it actually increases close rate. Like if you sell a trial, people are a little bit like, oh, why give me a trial? What's the difference between launch and land and license and scale? Launch and land is to get you from like 0 to 10. And then license and scale is 10 to like 100. Just onboarded my first client. Oh yeah, baby. Let's get it. How do you sync Calendly into the GHL text automations? What's the trigger? I mean, you can just use an external tool. Like we use Make. So the trigger is when somebody books an appointment, then it adds them in the CRM, adds a tag, and that tag triggers the automation to send out a series of call reminders. How do you stay so humble despite being miles ahead of people your age? I don't know, man. Like, the way that I see it is ego. Like, you'll see that when people make above their means, and they start like investing in extremely materialistic things, in my personal opinion, it's usually because they're very insecure about themselves. And like the people that don't really give a fuck about that stuff, in my personal opinion, are the people that just feel good about themselves. You know, like everything I did, don't get me wrong, like I wanted the external validation, but then you get it and you realize like, oh, I mean, we come into this world alone, we die alone. At the end of the day, the only person I need to keep happy is myself. Bro, the mental evolution video in the program is fucking crazy. Boom. Let's get it. Love it. What industries are hitting 500K per month? And is this USA only? I kind of want to withhold that information, mate. I will give you a clue, though. I mentioned some of the niches earlier on in this stream, so go back and watch it. Bro, please tell me, can I start with $0 agency? Yeah. If you were starting from zero today, how long do you think it would take to hit your first 10K a month? If I keep the skill set, I have no money, 60 days. 60 days. And I have no connections. If I had connections, it'd be game over. I'd run up that shit in a week. Like, the good thing is, the more money you make, the better connections you have. Like, it is so true that, like, connections are everything in the business game. It's so true. Like, this is why I'm upset that somebody decided to pay $200 to get my Instagram banned. Because, like, anytime I need anything, I have Instagram, and I have so many connections for everything. Connections are everything. Like, for example, I didn't have crypto. I needed to pay this guy, like, 10K in crypto the other day. And I had to wait, like, 48 hours to, like, get my crypto account approved. So I just messaged a few friends. I was like, bro, can you just like pay this guy 10K and I'll pay you in a few days? And then like immediately just got it. You know, like that's why I'm so great. And again, this just sounds like an indirect sales pitch. I promise you it's not. Like, this is why I'm so grateful I invested in my network. I'm doing 15K a month. Which program is best to get? Probably License and Scale. I mean, the benefit to that is you get one-on-one with me as well, you know? So if you like me, you want to be around me a little bit more. Thank you for doing these lives. Oh, this is nothing compared to what we're going to do next week. This wasn't even planned, to be clear. Like, I didn't even mean to publish this. This meant to be unlisted. I was planning the one we're going to do next week. Next Friday, we're going to do it. We're going to do a live hotline. People are going to call in and, you know, like you can pull up your screen and shit. I'm going to pull up mine, so on and so forth. From what you know about chatting AIs, would you say it makes sense to go with an SMS booking agent instead of a call center for B2C? I would start with an SMS booking agent, yes. Best resource to have service delivery nailed with lead gen. This is just, bro, this is just such a generic question. I don't know. Like, I can't give you just one. Are you planning to make some training on constraint diagnosis, B2B, for launch and land? Good question, man. You know what? I could literally just publish the one that we already have. So text me in Slack, remind me, and I'll actually do that because a few people have asked that. I'm stuck between 10 to 15K a month. What's the best advice to break past that? Okay. This calls for the first screen share of the day. Let's pull this up if this sounds right. So usually when you're at the 10 to 20K a month stage, which you said you was, right? You're in stage 2 of the agency, which is the delegation dilemma, which usually means that you've got around 5 or 10 clients, but you're doing everything. You're the bottleneck in the business. Now, usually the way that you break through this is the first hire you're going to make is a black hat VA. That person is a clone of yourself. And your goal is to delegate all of the low leverage shit that you do in the day specifically to that person. So the 3-step process, which I stole from Alex Hormozi, is you demonstrate, you duplicate, and then you delegate. And that usually gets you out of that. And then as well, you've cracked acquisition to a certain extent and you just need to turn up the dial. So like high level, that's really what you want to do. And sometimes in this revenue level, 10 to 20K a month, you usually like spread too thin because your fulfillment is different for every client as well. Because you start saying yes to too many people in different verticals of your market or just different niches in general. So you need to get crystal clear on who you serve and who you don't as well. As well, if you're not running paid ads, you absolutely start doing it. How can you improve your communication skills like articulation, jargon, eliminating filler words? Did you do any exercises or practices to improve your articulation? I just think this is a constant improvement process. I had a client of mine send me this last week, actually. I just want to show you this quick. Because this will actually put this into perspective. This was 2 years ago when I made a video going over my company vision. And you'll be able to see a significant difference in the way that I articulate myself.
Hello, and welcome to the Pinpoint Scaling Vision. Now, you already know me by now. If you're watching this, you might have already been working with us for a year, maybe 6 months, maybe a month. Maybe you've only just came on the team and you're watching this. This is probably the most important video you'll watch because it basically shows and explains to you what the goal of this company really is, right? And if you're not working towards something that you feel gives you peace of mind, you knowing that you're fulfilling a purpose in your life or working towards a mission that truly helps and serve others, then...
Anyway, you get the point. Like, the point I'm trying to make is you just do it through repetition, to be frank with you. I haven't worked with any specific communication coach. It is a plan of mine, actually, to be clear. Do you think B2B SaaS works as a business model without taking sales calls? I think SaaS is more of a later play because you're just going to be ran over by all people that get funded or already have existing capital. What do you think of Charlie Morgan? Yeah, nice guy. Like, I don't know. How do I answer that? Like, make that question more specific. I want to start AI agency, but don't know which niche to choose and how to start $0 agency. Please, I really want to be like, oh man. I mean, like, bro, you just pick a niche, like, and just start taking action. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. Would you recommend doing free trials for your first client or do pay on results? I've already answered that. For telehealth businesses doing GLP-1, should I launch a lead campaign or a sales campaign? Optimize for leads initially. Scared for fulfillment as I have never done before, therefore not confident. Yeah, you're in stage 1 of the agency, the skill stack phase. Usually that's what keeps people stuck because they're afraid of fulfillment. How much a month do you need to be at to run ads? I don't think there's a specific level. I think it's more based on how much capital you have set aside. If you have like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 set aside, then you can run ads. Does cold call work in 2026? Yeah, but I wouldn't do it. I would do cold email or cold SMS. By the way, everybody on here in Launch and Land, we've got like the best cold email guy in the planet who's going to be done with like a full set of cold email modules. It's fucking banger. I've been working with him on it. It's going to be done by end of this month. Or like end of, in like a few days. Why do you think you were able to scale so much faster than everyone else? Okay. So I briefly answered this earlier. I would say 3 things. Number 1, I take relentless action. You know, if we look at, whether you're religious or not, if we look at God, what makes God so powerful is he has the ability to conceptualize something in his mind and immediately create it in physical reality. We as humans want to get as close to that as physically possible. I know what I need to do. I execute relentlessly on it. So that's number one. I'm obsessive with my goals and I take action. Number two, I have a high degree of self-awareness. Every week, I go through a questioning framework to ask myself questions around my life and essentially what I need to improve. And basically like asking, am I on track? Am I not on track? So on and so forth. And then number three, I invested in the right people. And again, this sounds biased. I know it does, but you can go back and I was saying this 2-3 years ago. Every level, I've invested a substantial amount into learning from people that were 5 steps ahead of me because I understand that success leaves clues and I'd rather just copy what they do. How much to join Launch and Land right now? Just get on a call with our sales team, bro. They'll teach you. What would your big, or they'll tell you, because we have like many different options. But if you're curious, just go back and I explained it all earlier. What would your biggest advice be for someone like me who just signed their first client? Sign more. Do not stop. Do not think, oh, I'm going to spend time now fulfilling for this client all the time. So I'm not going to fulfill for them. So I'm not going to do anything else. So don't do that. A big mistake people make. When are you going to replace that smartwatch with a bedazzled Nautilus? Oh, man, you know what? I'm actually looking into getting a nice watch. I just haven't had the time. I can't be asked. Like, what fucking watch do I pick? Can I join Launch and Land with 2K? Just get on a call with our team, bro. For fuck's sake, just like get on a call with them and they'll help you. Like worst case, they'll give you free value and send you on your way with resources anyway. So is running Facebook ads enough for both my clients and get my agency to 100K a month? Yeah, I mean, you can just run Facebook ads. Like we have plenty of people that just run Facebook ads. Onboarding a new client stuck on Meta Business Portfolio. We had to send in his ID to unrestrict the ad account we created. In your experience, is this sufficient to remove any account restrictions? Oh, shut up. No, not to you. I could hear something in the background. You know, I'm gonna bless you, man. I'm gonna bless you today, Mr. Whoever you are who's having Facebook issues. I'm gonna bless you today. Actually, it's not that big of a blessing. I'm going to be frank with you. I may have just overhyped this. Okay, I've just put in the chat a video explaining how to fix common Facebook issues and an SOP. So go and look at that. Hopefully that solves your problem. I will be clear in saying that is a very generic SOP, but hopefully it can help you. What Jeremy Haynes talks a lot about webinars, and you yourself also held a webinar recently. Do you think the webinar model will translate effectively in the construction niche? No. I would just stick with the call funnel initially. Man, you are the best YouTuber for me. How much to join Launch and Land right now? I'm going to join. Just hop on a call, bro. Just hop on a call. Was it Charlie Morgan's program that helped you scale to 100K in 12 months? No. No, if I'm being completely honest, no, it wasn't. No. Can I join Launch and Land with 2K? Call with our team. Just get on a call. Onboarding, yeah, we already went over that. How did you figure out service delivery within your agency when you were starting out? Okay, number one, I funnel hacked all my competitors. I literally got on a call with the call center agents. I just looked at what other people were doing to repeat successful actions. Number two, you've got to understand the first 5 or 10 clients, you're just figuring things out. Results are never going to be at the level you want them to be. So you've just got to test and fuck around and find out. And then eventually you'll crack it. And like I was heavily involved. I literally called all my clients' leads, ran all the ads, did everything. I didn't delegate a single piece of the fulfillment process. How good is using one pixel for my clients' ads? Yeah, we actually just use one pixel for all our clients' ads. Did you end up going through Nero's 8-week course? No, unfortunately not. I got locked out. Yo, would you launch ads for a content agency doing 20 to 30K a month? Or would you focus on organic? We book a decent volume through YouTube, LinkedIn, and referrals. Want to hit 50K a month ASAP? I would run ads. It's just like the way you've got to see it is people don't buy the content. They buy the outcome that the content provides. So then you've got to ask yourself, what tangible outcome can you provide with the content and what additional deliverables do you potentially need to tack on to what you do to make it a tangible outcome? Like, for example, instead of just selling content, can you also help them place a DM setter? Can you help them with their ManyChat automations? Then not only can you charge more, but you can also sell an outcome, and you can sell like a fucking system, like you'll be a system. It wouldn't just be, oh, we're going to make content for you. How conducive is your workstation to your success? I think it's important. Jeremy Haynes talked, yeah, we already went over that. Is there a detailed tutorial on hiring and training operations managers, since it's one of the most important positions to scale? In the program, yeah, of course. Why is this guy not answering me? I haven't seen your question. What is going on here? I'm just joining. Yeah, welcome in, bro. I accidentally opened this, so here we are. Would you say it's best to build a team of outbound setters that work on results, or start paid ads after you get your first few clients paid ads? I really appreciate your content. What was your biggest mindset shifts that made you get to 10K a month? And I believe that it was very achievable. I started hanging around people that were already making it and realizing a lot of them were really stupid. And I was like, well, if these people are really stupid and they can do it, then why can't I? And by the way, that's been the case at every single level. Do you reckon LNS is better than EasyGrow? Okay. I want to be clear in saying I am biased. I've been in EasyGrow. I've built License and Scale. I think you know what I'm going to say, you know? You can figure that out. Like, there are too many influencers. I'm not going to answer that. Can I run ads for Trizepatide freely with legit script certified and FDA approved with vials and injection pens? Yeah, you need to be legit script certified on the B2C side. Does License and Scale support fulfillment beyond ads, such as cold outreach? Specifically, could I offer cold DMs as my core service on Make Automation instead of ads? I mean, yeah, like, to be clear, we don't just have people that do lead gen. It's not like we have modules on how to cold DM for fulfillment, but we have modules on how to cold DM for you. So the same principle would apply, you know? All the fundamentals of running an agency are the same. Like, it doesn't really matter what kind of agency you run, what you serve, or what you do. How much do you need to run an ad, Cameron, on remodeling and how much do you need to run an ad, Cameron? I don't know what that means. My client is a pool contractor, but he does extremely specialized things with very high tickets. He only wants to do expensive jobs. How do I get those high ticket jobs exclusively? You can't. The only thing that you can do is you can dial in the messaging to resonate with a high level demographic and have harder qualification on the funnel. How do you get past the Google Voice gatekeeper in USA? I mean, it's just like a problem you're always going to face with cold calling. That's why I don't like it. What happens to your Instagram? Yeah, somebody paid somebody to get it banned. Is what it is. You know, what can you do? Somebody fucking doesn't like me. I think it's a competitor, personally. I've got like 3 names on my hit list where I'm like, they probably saw me just taking over the agency space. They were like, this guy's a threat. We've got to eliminate him immediately. This guy's tanking our revenue. That's my bias of what I think was probable to occur, but we'll see. Hopefully I can get it back. I'm getting a $2 CPL for my own ads, but 60 for my clients' ads without going too in depth. What is the most common problem you hear that could apply to me? Lack of diversification in the ads. Just not running enough ads with enough angles. Or the offer's bad. I paid $3,000 to agency owner Tamir Morrison to grow my agency after 2 months. All the money went to ads and I got 0 clients. My parents now think it might have been a scam. Is what it is, bro. You'll be fine. What's the next biz? For how long are you planning to stay in info space? Bro, I'm going to get the info to like 5 million a month. I'm going to get this info to 5 million a month at minimum. And you might think, oh, well, how can you do that? Yeah, that's not possible with info. I'm not building an info product. That's not the way that I see what I'm running anymore. The way that I see what I'm running is I'm building a systems build-out company, because we've recently made a pivot with specifically with License and Scale and Launch and Land, where it's like it's one-on-one. You get an account manager. You get like calls on a consistent basis. You're going to get access soon to like a media buyer, a copywriter, a sales person who can like audit your shit. So like it's going to be way more hands-on. And I know that's what we need to scale. I know that's what we need. We're going to get this to 5 million a month. We're going to dominate the agency space. Then we're going to go wider. Yeah, people pay to have IG accounts banned. Yes, they do. You learn something new every day. For B2C, is there actually more in LNS than in Ads Playbook, or should I just use AI? There is more in License and Scale, but you don't need more. Like if you're sub 10K, interior remodelers, paper appointment, because like everything on fulfillment past that, man, in License and Scale is more like, how do you scale fulfillment and how do you remove yourself, you know? Sam Ovens versus Iman Ghazi, who's better in your opinion? Also, who will win Score versus what? Sam Ovens, Score versus what? That's a hard one. I like what? How much outbound needs to be done to hit 10K a month? No idea. Do the math. Hey man, I'm 16 years old, high school student in India. I have seen a lot of ways to earn money, but I feel like I'm stuck. Too generic question. Do you recommend roofing as a beginner for AI agency? Yeah. Yeah, it's an all right market. Again, like go back in this video, I explained some niches that I recommend. I had what I suspect to be competitors using their clients' IG accounts to sign up as leads and book calls with me. They also pretended to be their clients' DMs. Is this common? I mean, it usually means you're doing the right thing. Like, I don't think you understand how many funnel hackers I used to get until we like had to hide our page. You know, that's why if you type in my agency or my name on the Facebook ads library, you can't see any ads for med spas because I had to hide them because we'd get like 20 funnel hackers a day. It was just ridiculous. Also, my go high level, when I use your link, my card got denied. Why? I don't fucking know. How am I supposed to know? Best outreaching channel, cold email or cold SMS. How many ads should I run tomorrow for my free trial client I signed? 8 to 12. Oh, £20 a day ad spend, 5 to 10. Where's the link to book a call? Let's lock this in. Oh, yeah. We sell it on the live stream. Let's go. It should be in the description of this live. I'll put it in the chat. By the way, funny story, actually. We hired so I had a sales rep for my program and he was like selling people in it. And he fucking ended up just joining the program. I let him in for free and he's at like 15K a month now. Wild. Absolutely wild. Anyway, do you have anyone in your program helping recruiting agencies? I don't think so. I would love one though. I'd love to blow that shit up. You said you love Dubai. How's dating going though? Oh, it's not that good. I mean, you know what? Tell a lie. This year it's been far superior than every other month I've been here because I've allocated more time to it. How do you hide the ads from funnel hackers? You move page. Launching a mid-ticket community targeted to entrepreneurs that want to optimize their health and focus but don't have all the time in the world to worry about cooking and sourcing. Did you call it to MedSpa clients? What were you charging? Like £50 per appointment initially. For you, what would you like to see in it if you were a customer? Structure, action steps. Okay, this isn't for me. Can you tell me a content? No. What would you do if you were in my shoes? I paid him to grow my agency. Who's this guy? Let's have a look. Tamir Morrison. This guy? Nah. Tamir Morrison, SMMA. No idea. I was looking him up, I can't find him. Do you listen to anything while you work? Yeah, I listen to deep work music. Binaural beats. I'm at 6K a month by doing cold calls. How do I scale? Paid ads. Yeah. Been trying to find you answer to my question. Paying results versus free trials. Paying results. I was in a Discord call where the gurus were pulling up your ads and talking shit on you. You're a deaf pushing butter scam. Exactly, bro. People don't like it when someone's so fucking relentless that they know. Like, in my personal opinion, because I was trying to understand, like, who would get my Instagram? Like, because I genuinely know someone paid to get my Instagram banned. I know that for an absolute fact. And I know they also paid to try and get my YouTube banned and my WhatsApp banned. I know that for an absolute fact. I've had many people look into it. Now, you got to think about it this way, right? I don't have any enemies. I literally have never fucking fucked anybody over ever. I would like to say I have a really good reputation in the space. Like, I've never fucked anyone. So the way that I see it is, and this could be my ego talking, to be clear. When people see someone that they know is better than them, they feel intimidated. Like, if we really look, and again, I'm just being biased, if we really look in the agency space, who can compete with me? Like, genuinely. Like, I literally do it right now. Like, nobody can even say that. Do you know what I mean? And if they are, they're running like a horseshit agency at like 5K a month. So it's like, obviously I have a target on my back, you know? It is what it is. It's part of the game. They know I'm going to beat them. They know it. With $50 a day on ad spend, how many campaigns? Okay, CBO, 8 to 12 ads. Let them rip. That's it. If your clients want to cancel subscription, what do? You get them on an exit call, you resell them. I have an issue where I need everything ready before I start doing outreach. What are the basics you think I need down pat before I start running ads? You need like $1 or $2 grand. That's it. I sent an email to the business owner whose agency was using her identity to book calls with me. She literally asked me, who are you? I haven't booked a meeting with her. Just move on, man. Stop exerting unnecessary energy on that shit. How important is religion for you all along? I'm not actually religious, but I'm exploring. Yeah, figuring it out. Thoughts on Charlie Morgan? I already answered this question. Like, why? I swear, fucking everyone wants like agency beef or something. Like, I have no ill intention towards anybody at all. Like, great guy. Do you have a new Instagram? Not yet. I'm trying to get my other one back first before I start trying to build up 40,000 followers again. Why are humans so jealous? Did you find when things started working 9 to 5, friends started gossiping? Yeah, of course. That's how it works. It's the crab in a barrel analogy. Think, all of you start here with the same advantages in the same place. You then get better. By definition, you make them look worse because of the comparison bias. It's much like if you compare me to a Calvin Klein model, then I'm the ugliest person on the planet. But then if you compare me to a 300-pound man in a pig trough to bathe, then I'm a fucking model, right? It's just like, of course, they're going to pull you down, right? Because it makes them look bad. Could Charlie have paid for it? Oh, imagine. Top 3 outreach methods. Cold email / cold SMS in the same bucket. And then, in my opinion, paid ads. Why no opinion on content? Oh, bro, please. I don't know about the faceless bullshit. Stop asking me questions about that. Is there a way I can position my client's ads to appeal to high-end jobs for him? It's all about the messaging, man. So, like, for example, I'm going to put you onto game here. I'm going to put you onto mega game. Let me pull this up. Pull up my screen and show you a game. This is all a game of messaging and funnel friction. If you're trying to resonate with a high level demographic. Now, naturally though, if you run ads to a high level demographic, you're still going to get some donkeys coming through the funnel. That's just how it is. Let me pull this up. Okay. Let's pull this up. So, let me just go down to an example ad that we recently scripted. I'm just trying to find the one that I was thinking about. Here. So, if we think about the people that I serve, I want to serve med spas that ideally have staff. They have nurse practitioners. They have estheticians, because if he has nurse practitioners and estheticians, they already make $10, $20, $50, $100,000 a month. I know if I ran an ad that was like, if you don't get any patients and you're fucking broke, then click the button below. Who am I going to resonate with? A lower level demographic, right? But if I say in my ad, there are 3 things that happen every time a patient no-shows. 1, you lose money. 2, your staff sits idle. 3, your competitors get busier. Let's really break this down. Your staff sits idle. I'm indirectly resonating my messaging with a higher level demographic in my market. So all it is a game of messaging and funnel friction. So if you really don't want to have anyone that's going to spend less than like $100,000 as an example, then you would add a qualifier around that. Did you get the inspiration for License and Scale from Alex Hormozi? Not really. Were you in Joel Kaplan's course? If you were, what are your thoughts? Yeah, it was good at the time. You said 5 to 10 ads, £20 a day, 6 ads, testing 3 different ad concepts. Yeah, just get them live. You'll figure it out. Is there any way to track KPIs automatically? Yeah, we do that with fulfillment and really everything. Do you plan to retire in early 20s, enjoy the rest of your time with your family, or do you see yourself working for a couple more decades? I love what I do, man. Like, I just love knowing that I literally am just like, and this sounds so, what's the word? What's the word? What's that word of narcissistic? This sounds so narcissistic, but I love just knowing, like, I'm like the character in my own game, and I also create the game. And like anything that I do, I'll always be the best at it. Like, hands down. Besides the genetic limitations I have, like I'm never going to be better than Kobe Bryant, do you know what I mean? But like, I just really enjoy the game, man. I love getting better. Cold calling not in the top 3? No. Is there AI agencies saturated because more and more people go into it every day? This is all you got to ask yourself. Do businesses want to make more money? If they do, then why would marketing ever go obsolete? It wouldn't. It's just the fulfillment changes. Did Joel Kaplan open a new course? I don't know. I don't think so. If I compare you to a Calvin Klein model, they're broke. How fast do you fly donkeys? As soon as I can. Yesterday. When did working stop being pain and start being fun? When I decided. That sounds so woo-woo, but it's so true. Work became fun when I decided it was fun. Going back to like everything in life is not positive or negative. It's all just based on the perception. That's why two people can look at the same thing and emotionally react in a completely different way. It's like if you're watching this and you look at me and you're on this live and you're thinking, oh, this guy's just trying to sell me a course. If you saw like a Lamborghini going down the street, you would probably think like, oh, he sells a course, he does drugs, he got lucky, whatever it may be, or he sells drugs. Where I would think like, wow, that is somebody that has worked hard to get what they get. It's the same thing, but you see it as something different based on your belief system. So if you really think about it, like what actually is pain? Like the way that I see pain is like, it's painful if I put my hand on a burning hot furnace and let it melt off my hand. Like I no longer have a hand and my fingers just fall off. Is pain doing something that my brain tells me I don't want to do? Or is that just made up? Like I decide if it's painful. The only things that are real, like actually painful are things that trigger pain. Like if I punch myself in the face right now really hard, then it would probably hurt. It would probably be painful. Anyway. Highest retainer you've ever charged? 30K a month. What is better, hiring cold callers to scale an agency, paid ads? If your Instagram account is still disabled, I've got a guy on Upwork who can restore it. He just recently did it for me last week. He's also on Upwork. Yeah, send me it, bro. What physiological pain motivates you to start your agency? Providing for my family, single mother, being a role model for my brother, ego, all of it. Bro got that Kanye West mindset. What do you use for video editing and automating? No idea. Have someone that does it. Is 2K enough to work with you? Yes. Why put cold call below cold SMS? Leverage? Yes. What AI tools do we get access to in the program? So you mentioned it before. Oh, I've got a bunch of stuff, man. Like, I don't even know if I can be bothered to show you it all right now. It's pretty late for me. I'm off to bed soon. I mean, everything you can imagine, really. Since moving to Dubai, have you been staying up all night to work due to time zone? No, I wake up at like 8 a.m. I go to bed at midnight. If you can get your Instagram banned, I know some guy who can pay for it. Great, send me them. What football team do you support? I give zero fucks about football. Why don't you recommend cold calls? Because it's low leverage. How conducive is a good workstation? Already answered it. What total number of SMS to send that makes it impossible not to sign a client? Send 100,000. I doubt you wouldn't sign a client. Is your compensation structure setup plus retainer or setup plus performance? We do retainer plus performance. We do actually. Also, so what are your thoughts on retard maxing till 10K? I actually do agree with that. What's the best business model for a teen in high school agency? What qualities or sales rep? What qualities must someone have before starting an agency? None. You form them through building an agency. What do you think of Claude? But I think it's really cool. I'm going to buy one. What AI tools do you like? I have GenSmart. I'm not sure if Manus is better. Manus. What's your sleep schedule in Dubai, morning routine? How many hours a week do you spend outside in the sun? Oh, it's a really good question. Okay. So I wake up at 8 a.m. I then stare at a wall for 67 minutes to make sure that I retrain my dopamine center. And then I roll in the grass for 36 minutes as well, because it's good for the nervous system. And then after I'm done with that, I will then get in a bath for an hour, a hot bath. And then after that, after I've done my bath, then I'll usually nap for 2 hours because I'm quite tired. No, I'm joking. I mean, bro, I just wake up, I get a coffee and I get to work. That's literally as simple as it gets. And then I fill out my habit tracker at the end of the day. How much is the tools? What's coming on board with you? The tools are included. If you didn't go to marketing or hypothetically forced to pivot into another industry business, what would you do? Is there a cap to how much an agency owner can make? What do the whales make? I mean, bro, like you can make like $1 million a month in the agency model if you go down the rev share route. So like, I don't think there's a cap on it. I just think it gets harder. What do you think is the number one question someone could ask you? Good question. Number one question someone could ask me. I don't know, to be honest. What's your thoughts about growing hair? Are you trying to say my hair's shit? Is that what you're trying to say? What are your other sources of income? Did you invest in other things like crypto? No, I have my agency. I have the info business. And then I have affiliates. And that's literally it. Oh, you lost a habit tracker. Let me hook you up. I just put the habit tracker template in the chat. What do you think of new Utari from Jeremy? Haven't really used it much, to be honest, yet. What are your other sources of income? Sweet, I will call. Do last habit tracker sent it in. When to start paying for depreciating things like cars for fun? I think like when it's like sub 10% of what you have set aside is the most financially responsible way of doing it. Where to find high quality setters, things to keep in mind while training them. Run ads, referrals, communities. Is growth operating an agency the same? No, it's a little bit different. Growth operating is where you have like 5 or 10 clients with rev share or like percentage of net. Agency, I mean, like it is an agency, you know. How are you finding life away from your family? I mean, it's fine, you know, like you get used to it. Obviously, I'll miss them, of course. Where can I send you, guy who can get your IG back? Email me. Put my email in the chat. I remember you gave in an old YouTube video, hey, track your day every day. Do you still use it? Yes. What's the first car you're going to buy? A three-wheeler. Can do a workstation run through. I want to see what you're operating with. Shure microphone, camera, teleprompter, widescreen monitor, iPad. I wish there was more. Walking treadmill. How do you think you're going to find a woman good enough for you, like in terms of discipline and habits? I'll find them. Don't you worry about that. It'll come. I feel it coming. Energetically. I already have it. 100,000 might be out of reach right now. 10,000. Get 10,000 done. Will you retire in England or Dubai? None. None. What's the best decision you took last year, business related? Doubling down on organic content. What's the best niche to start with? Oh, I already answered this so many times, man. We 3x our business month and are dealing with large commissions, 25% on 4K deal average. How should we approach legals? We deal with client ad spend. I don't know what that means, bro, to be honest. I need you to be more specific. Do you think you'll reach 9 figures doing something down the path you're currently on? Yes. If you have a successful agency, do you think selling info is the best next play? No, I don't think it's the best next play. I just think it kind of like rolled into my lap. Like it was always the plan for me to start a business helping, you know, me 3-5 years ago. If you have a successful agency, do you still recommend Ideogram? Manus is better now. It has Nano Banana Pro integrated. Dropservicedelivery.com, God bless us. Absolutely not, bro. Top 3 best books you've read. Parallel Universes of Self. As a Man Thinketh. Atomic Habits. I know Atomic Habits is so basic, but it's a really good one. In terms of rev share, how do you track it and what requirements do you have? You need to use a tool like Kairos or Cometly. You should only bring on clients that you can truly trust, that are actually good business owners. So I wouldn't do it in any blue collar niches, to be frank with you. What do you think about real estate niche? Yeah, it's all right. Exactly. SMMA, Google Trends, search volume has plummeted. Exactly. How do you balance work with family and love life? I just work all the time and then I spend time like with the other domains of my life, usually on the weekend. Do you own a car? No. I sold it. I actually gave my mum it. I just didn't want it. Have you burnt out from working ever, considering the amount of time you spend of working? Not really. I've had like highs and lows, but never really burnt out. I don't believe in burnout. I think it's a lie. Hello, sir. My wife is still sold. Can you please send me back 3K from Tamir Morris? What the fuck are you talking about? What do you think on book transfer thing? Do you believe in manifestation? Yes. On form YouTube videos for roofers? Yes, you should. No, I do believe, like I tell everyone in our program, we did an organic content masterclass a few weeks ago. If you're not doing organic content, you're an idiot. I tell them all that. Going to invest in your one-to-one as soon as we can. How do you deal with one-to-one when they have business partner? Do we pay same price or double? I'm sales and delivery. No, it'll be the same thing, bro. Also, to be clear, like I don't really do one-on-one. But like, if you want to pay a significant amount more, then absolutely, you can. Cam, your voice cut out when you answer. Would you recommend dropping out and going all in on the agency? Yes. How do you grow your beard at such a young age? Stress of running an agency. How many kids do you want? I already have 3. I want 72. No, I want 2 kids. I want 2 kids. Man, this is such a distraction. I've literally supposed to have been working for the last hour and a half. I accidentally started this live and I've been on it for an hour and 15 minutes. What is going on? You know what? Maybe this live will make me realize, like, oh, these lives are actually a great acquisition channel for me. And like, this is like the thing that's going to get people over the line. So I'm going to do them more. Like, maybe I'll just have a random realization of this random thing I accidentally did. That would be sick if so. Anyway, how much focus do you put on resting versus working? I think for the first 2 to 3 years, I worked 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. Right now, I've taken the foot off the gas a little bit because I have a lot of team members. And I actually think the worst thing I can do is do that. And I think past 100K a month, having a day to think is really beneficial. So right now I'm working 6.5 days a week, maybe 6. How do you first handle the stress of refunds? It's like when you first handle anything, you know, it sucks and then you get conditioned to it. What is the best manifestations in your opinion to do? Too generic of a question, man. How much for 30 minutes of your time? Like $1,000 at least. How to scale your ad account? Starting at $7 a day, current CAC is $700. Bro, please, like, type correctly. I don't know how to scale your ad account. Oh man, I've lost where we was. What do you do about your clients blaming leads on you when it's clearly them and their ability to close? Okay, 3 things. Expectations. You must set that expectation on the front end. There's a difference between referrals and paid ads. Number 2, accountability. Make sure you're tracking everything. You should track their close rate and the reason people don't close. Number 3, you have sales training for your clients. And we've already hired a COO, so I'm not looking for one. For the person that asked that. Yo, come out of this weird problem. When I want to do focus work, I get this weird problem when I want to work. My brain hurts and refuses to focus. I don't know how to solve that for you, bro. Sorry. You should become a streamer. No. Should I use landing page at start for roofing service delivery or regular Facebook lead form? I would start with a lead form, create flow, and then add friction. Completely dropped ideogram. My team still uses it. It's, you know, because you can produce like 4 images at once. As a beginner, how do you sell if you don't know what the fuck you're doing with ads? Well, you just sell them on your conviction to figure it out initially. And it's always going to be hardest when you first start. What trait made you the most successful Charlie student? Oh, man, I hate when people say this. Like, I'm sorry, bro. It's like, I don't know how to answer that. Like, it's just such a subjective question. We're going to be on a rant all day. I've answered this like 3 times now as well. So $12.50 for 1 hour of your time. Yeah, we can run with that. We can run with that. We can make that work. Do you typically start with Meta Instant Forms? It's a landing page. I mean, now for us, we know landing pages work better for our clients, but you really need to test it and see what works best. Are you currently using cold email as an acquisition channel for Pinpoint? Just ads right now, but we're tacking on cold email shortly. How the fuck do you work 12 hours a day? Did you work your way up? Yeah, I worked my way up, man. Of course I didn't start there. Been watching your content for some time now, a couple of years. You're a good guy. I thank Emoji push people like you to give free value. Of course, man. It's charging $2,500 a month plus $1,500 for the ads in the construction niche. Reasonable? Yes. How do you frame referrals versus paid ads leads? What do you tell them to expect? Okay, let me put you on some. Let me put you on some game, my friend. Let's pull up the screen. I'll show you. Okay. Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the 2 of us. Just the 2 of us. Okay, this is what we do. So we go to the prospect before they go live and we're like, John, I want to be clear in saying, you're used to referrals, right? Right, you mentioned you haven't ran ads before. Cool. So I want to be clear in saying, man, you're used to referrals. The good thing about referrals is they know you, like you, trust you. They're already qualified, and chances are they come in and they close right away, right? That's why you said you can sell ice to an Eskimo and you've got an 80% close rate. Now, the problem, though, with referrals is they're not consistent. So that's why we need paid ad clients. However, these guys don't know you, don't like you, certainly don't trust you, man. So what we got to do is we've got to make sure that you have a proven sales process in place to close these people. Because if you don't, you will quite literally come back to me in 30 days and tell me there's a lead quality issue. Does that make sense? Any concerns about that? Great. And then we just double tie down and make it crystal clear. Look, you will fail if you do not go through our sales training. How do you frame referral? Yeah, we've gone over that. Yeah, Alex, I think I know what your problem is, bro. You play too many games. That's why you can't focus. Oh, shit. Have I got ads on these lives? I'm so sorry. If I have ads on these lives, I do apologize. I'm turning it off right now. Thank you for letting me know. See, this is why we do these tests. Ads are now off. I don't want the 5 cents in ad revenue. This will be a great acquisition system for launch and land and license scale. It will be. What's the best offer to reduce chances? I'm not going to answer that. Too generic. I did cold SMS to Rufus, sent around 1,500 messages, called the positive responses. Most of the hamming up. Just do more. How can you contact me for this? Oh, you know, I would give you my phone number, bro, but I'm just a little bit afraid that I'm going to get spammed. I don't think I can DM here. If I give my phone number out, it's not going to be wise. Maybe, Jacob, you give me your phone number and I'll text you. That's going to be the best way. Is delayed gratification a psyop? No. No, I think it's true. Absolutely it's true. Do you think you'll become a billionaire? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really that bothered about making more money. Like, money for me is just like, it's just like a tangible way of measuring growth. Do you know what I mean? Oh, this is sick. We just rolled out a new trophy system in our program. We've got like trophies for like 10K, 100K, 500K. We're getting a bunch of people submitting them. Fucking huge. Anyway, how do I do a follow-up sales call after they know all the details? Do I just get on the call and say, so what did you decide? Well, you just pick up where you left off. Chances are they're in a position where they want to do it. You handle any pre-existing objections and then you rock and roll. Have you built out the new niche yet or just still med spas? Just med spas. Realized that was a limiting belief. We had a lot more growth potential in the same market. Cam, if you need a closer who is coachable and about business, I'll drop my phone number right now. We are looking for a closer. I mean, we're always looking for talent, man, to be frank with you. If you want to apply for one of our roles, though, bro, just go to our recruiting page. You know, like we do have people that look at that every day. Oh, yeah. We just had the sales team close a deal. Let's get it. Not for license and scale, for context, for pinpoint. It's been a slow few days, unfortunately. I think it's because of the storms that took place in the US. Thoughts on peptides, caffeine, and nicotine? Peptides, no comment, don't know. Caffeine, like. Nicotine, like. Can I sell your number for 1K? Bro, if you sell my number for 1K, I want 80% and we've got a deal. Is CBO better than ABO? I'd start with CBO. Yeah. Use Dermis from Thomas. What happened to being roommates? I'd never use Dermis. I never use Dermis. When you ask for the deposit from the lead during the call, do you wait on the call until they make the deposit or do you send them a link? We wait on the call. Have you faced any problem with the LLC in the US while being in Dubai when you did everything busy? No, pretty smooth. Not faced any problems. Thoughts on growth operating? Yeah, good model. Why did you decide to do LNS instead of just doubling down on pinpointing and getting to a gym launch level? I just don't think my heart was in it, man. Like,
I just don't connect with med spas at the level I connect with like agency owners. And, it's not like I can go to a med spa owner and just be like, you're being a pussy, just do it. Like I can do that with agency owners. I love that. I love that I can just be my authentic self and actually get people incredible results as a result of that. When did you first hit 10K a month in profit with your agency? Like probably like 4 years ago at this point. I don't know the specific date. So did you finally reach $1 million a month? Not yet. Halfway. I'm 15 and have $700. Do you think it's wise for me to run ads? Probably not yet. Stack some more money first. I shut the bins out and got bin juice down my slipper. Can you drop some free assets for the chat for my... Are you the market leader for the med spa niche with Pinpoint? I don't think so. I actually don't know. I don't know. We've got to be up there, top 3. Once you close the deal, how do you professionally structure and send the contract? We just send it. It's just a document, nothing fancy. Do you do any kind of charity work? No. I probably should, though. Taking client payment, obviously like family, but nothing external yet. I have the money to throw into the ads. Should I even bother with call outreach? No. Underrated niche paid ads that are undersaturated. Pain management, ketamine therapy, telemedicine, peptide clinics, weight loss clinics, land removal, junk removal. When is your boxing fight? I don't know. I haven't booked it yet. What's churning Pinpoint? 10%. Actually, no. This month we're crushing. We've had 1 client churn this month. It's been a really good month. Killer month. Do you miss Kai? Who's Kai? I don't know who that is. Okay, I found my brain is getting... Oh, Kai Truang. I fucking love that guy. Oh, man. He was such a G. I do miss that guy, actually. I really do. I found my brain is getting diminishing returns now. It's like 11 p.m. for me. How was your experience with your first client? What was your service delivery? I just did everything for them. Best coaching program you joined as a growing agency. Right. My program is the best one. I'm just going to say it out there. I've been in them all. I took all the things that were bad and got rid of them, and all the things that were good and doubled down on them. Like, you can't get better than that. I'm biased. That's my opinion. End of story. For a Black Hat VA, what role should I initially use them for? Everything. Everything, like back-end onboarding for clients, media buying for clients, responding to clients via Slack, all of that stuff. That's what I would do. Oh my God, we're at the end of the questions. Oh no, we're not. Never mind. They just keep on going. When will you get your IG account back? Hopefully today. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed I get the IG account back. That'd be great. I'm in one right now that you were in. What did you not like about it? What program was it? What do you think of Charlie Morgan's fundamentals thinking? I don't know, to be honest. Price for your lowest tier coaching, 2K. When we get your IG account back, responded. I took a girl out last week and she wouldn't follow my SOP for dating. Should I try more training? Is she a donkey? No, she's a donkey, bro. You got to fire her. She got to follow the SOP. I'm not going to lie. I'm just cherry picking. I'm cherry picking questions at this point. I do not want to answer practical questions anymore. My brain is a little bit fried. It's been a long day. There's been a lot of deep work that's took place today, a lot of content. So if you have questions that are unrelated to like, what niche do I pick? Then be my guest. Be my guest. Let's go. And if not, then don't worry. We're doing another one of these next week and it's going to be 10 times better. And it's not going to be a mistake. This was a mistake. I didn't mean to go live today. Where in Dubai do you live? I've got to be careful with this stuff. I don't think I'll answer that just in case, I get like kidnapped or something. How much do you need to make to sustain your current lifestyle? Maybe like 20 to 30K a month. I spend a lot. on just pointless shit, just for the fun of it. Englanding my camera into this. Do you still talk to Edwin? Not really, actually, a little bit. You should do a boxing match against Charlie Morgan. Oh, that would be funny. Yeah, someone wants my kidneys. Did you buy an Indeed account? Yes. Can you please explain shortly what an AI agency sells? Oh, please Google it, man. It's too late for me to answer these questions. Cameron, honestly, you're fucking impressive, man. How are you so locked in? I'm just dialed in, man. What can I say? Results compound through time. The things people see are a direct reflection of the input that you put in over a prolonged and sustained period of time. And that's all it is. That's all it is. You know, there's a lot of people that say they do things, and then you meet them and you realize they are not who they say they are. That's why I decided to start doing lives as well. I'm like, you know what? It's so easy to fake bullshit and slap a teleprompter on and just pretend you know stuff, you know? Yeah. You know what? Mario, I like you, mate. 70% of people in this chat could have asked ChatGPT. It's so true. Just like always biased towards asking ChatGPT. Current profit margins at Pinpoint, like 50%. This month should be a lot lower. We overhired like crazy. We hired like 2 account managers, 3 tech people, a new setter. Yeah, we went pretty ham on the hiring. Oh, please, no more agency questions. You're killing me. My brain's fried. We've been live for an hour and a half. It's 11 p.m. for me. Anything life related or how do I get client? Then absolutely. How much do you make from your agency versus your coaching? What's the ratio? So revenue is about 50-50. Are you 20 now? Yes. My life is literally taking a screenshot of my monitor, putting it into ChatGPT and asking it, yep. How hard was it living in the UK and running a US-based business? Not that hard. I would actually argue it was easier than living in the US because I had time to do deep work in the morning. How's life, Cam? Life's great, man. Life's good. Change your title then. Say please. You know what? It's my channel. I'll title this video or this stream what I want to chart. Yeah, my brain's fried, man. If I come to Dubai, will you come play paddle? I love paddle, bro. I play like 3 times a week. It's like my new favorite thing. What's the difference between the people who stay in launch and land and the ones who ascend? They make more money. They take action. What are you going to name your son? License and scale. How much is launch and land? It's 5K. We also have a new offer we just rolled out that's 2K. You planning to settle down early with a girl or enjoy single life for a while? I want to settle down, man. I actually do. I want to settle down. Like, the great thing about growing up in the UK is you get to experience things extremely early. I think I went through that like enjoy phase very early on, which I'm grateful for. And you just realize it's just not that fulfilling, you know? Are girls ever put off by your work ethic? I don't know, man. Ask them. If L&L is a 0 to 10, what's the 2K do? I mean, that's just like everything without the coaching calls and the one-on-one account management. So like you basically just get all the content and you get a community, but you don't get a one-on-one account manager. You don't get the coaching calls. And you don't get the masterclasses that we do. When will your next Q&A be? Next Friday. Common limiting beliefs people have when joining your coaching. I'm not good enough to sell. I'm going to get good at fulfillment first before I start. Making money online is hard. The people above me are, you know, have some like genetic disposition. They got lucky, whatever it may be. What's your ideal girl? Now, this is getting a bit weird, man. This is getting a bit weird now. How could I increase show rate? Man, please, no more practical questions. I've just answered practical questions for an hour and a half. You know, maybe I should change the name of this to like personal life live stream, deep talk. If you're an animal for a day, what would you be and why? No, that's too weird, man. You've gone too far on the other side of the spectrum. What are you like outside of business? Just a chill guy, or I don't know, man. You gotta ask like a friend of mine or some shit. I don't know how to describe who I am outside of business. I'd say I'm like the exact same person. Like, I think I'm the exact same. I think in my videos, I'm the exact same person. Literally, like, I don't think there's a difference. I sense a hidden black pillar underneath the success that is Cameron England. You know, is it quite bad that I don't even know what that means? Black pill is an ideology with incel community suggesting that physical appearance is the only factor determining romantic success, leading to hopelessness for unattractive men, contrasting with the red pill, which offers self-improvement. Nah, man, that's so off. Have you been doing any martial arts recently? A little bit. Do you play any video games? No. Do you hang out with any of the top guys in the agency game? Yeah, probably a lot of them. Why is everyone in the chat 17? No, I think it's like this one guy who keeps asking the same fucking question. I'm going to ban him. Bro, I'm putting you on timeout. You're getting put on the naughty step. Timeout, 5 minutes. No more spamming. Where do you pull your drive from at this stage if money is out of the equation? Love of the game. And as well, like, I think at this level, you've got to create artificial urgency around what you want. What I mean by that is, the way I see it is, if I had someone in my family who got terminally ill and I had to pay for like a life-altering surgery for them or treatment that was like $500,000 that wasn't announced to the public, would that affect me financially? Yes. So I don't have enough. I should be able to do that and not bat an eyelid. Do you still have friends from before you were rich and famous, or you switched up on day ones? No, I don't think I've switched up. I just think like naturally you just grow apart from them. But you know, if I'm at home, I'll spend time with them. What part of your day do you actually enjoy the most? The morning, when I'm in deep work. It's my favorite part of the day. Are you political at all? I give 0 fucks. What was your lowest low and how did you get out of it? I'm probably not going to discuss that here, but like, you just keep going. It's the only way. I think like the way I see it is, whether you're religious or you're not, everything that happens is all in divine timing. And if you zoom out on a big enough time frame, you realize all the bad things that happen in your life are actually the best thing that could have ever happened. And it's there to teach you a valuable lesson. Thoughts on Palestine? I don't really have an opinion on that. Can you show us the rest of the new apartment? Not right now. I can't be asked. I'm afraid of sales calls. Every day I think I'll do it. Today, then afraid and I skip. Definition of insanity, brother. Doing the same thing and expecting a different result. You got to get it done. Do you trust your gut or logic more? I trust both. I'm a very logical person, but my gut sometimes screams at me to make certain decisions that I can't logically explain, and I'll do them. Any of your old friends treat you differently now? Yeah, I think all of them do. And it doesn't necessarily need to be a bad thing. Like, you got to think about it, right? Like, the way that they see it is somebody that they was very, very close with has changed drastically in their personality, in the way they speak, in the way they articulate themselves. I don't think it's their fault. I just think it's natural. It's going to happen. What makes you chase money now? I don't chase money. I think money is the most tangible way of measuring growth. So I chase growth. I don't chase money. Money chases me, my friend. But how about you play outside of that? Yeah, it's true. If you start with, I'm not going to answer practical questions right now. My brain's fried. When you were booking from Cotton, I remember years ago, some workers of yours stole clients. Whatever happened with them? What do you think happened, bro? They made nothing of it. Like every time you ever get screwed over, all the people that screw you over are below you. Like, is it lonely at the top? No. You just got to get around people that are at the level. I've got a lot of incredible friends I spend a lot of time with. Show us a preview of the content in LNS to tease us. Okay. Let me show this. So this is like the content piece. I mean, which one did you want to see? Maybe we go into sales as an example. We've got the sales crash course, everything on sales. Then we've got like hiring setters and lead management. Then we've got demo calls and closing. And then we've got like me role-playing calls and stuff with like people in the program. Then we've got objections, follow-up, me like being on a follow-up call live, breaking it down, a sales team management, sales call reviews. So like, you know, if people send me sales calls, I audit them in like every niche, and then live sales team calls as well, because obviously we have a lot of people that are like training sales teams and stuff. So I've got to have that. Self-mastery. So we've got like mental evolutions, all this stuff, personal performance, smart drugs, workspace optimization, work systems, mindset rants, all that stuff. Yeah. There's more smart drugs than coffee, my friend. The unknown smart drugs. The unhinged smart drugs. Do you ever see parts of your old self resurface again? Yeah, every now and again. How does Launch and Land compare to licensing scale, price, and content-wise? Yeah, like the content is really robust in Launch and Land too, to be fair. Like we cover a lot in that. And yeah, you do get access to all the AIs and stuff in that program too, in Launch and Land. Like, for example, this is Launch and Land. So like you still get a tremendous amount of sales as an example. Just like not as much on sales, like removing yourself from sales management, so on and so forth. Is LNL dated? How long do you have access for? Good question, actually. We've been playing around with this recently. The content, you get lifetime access, but the community, the calls, the one-on-one account manager you get who literally holds your hand through everything, that's obviously, you pay recurring for that. When was the point in life where you really had to make it or fail? When I dropped out of high school. Do webinars make you feel like throwing up? No. Do you believe in manifestation? Yes. What do you think is the best decision you ever made? Posting organic content, dropping out of high school, going all the fuck in and taking not taking anything as an option except what I wanted. We're out of questions. I mean, we may as well go for 2 hours now. We've got to end on a round number. Did you do your evening prayers? I'm not religious, brother. I'm exploring. I'm open. I'm not religious. What was the biggest breakthrough you made in the beginning? Cracking paid ads, man. Cracking paid ads, baby. You crack them, you just turn up the fucking dial. That's the great thing about ads. You know, let me show you this, actually. I'm going to put you guys on some game. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to show you my ads, though. Actually, no, I'm not, because you're going to funnel hack me. Let me see what I can show without showing too much. Mindset identity wise. Yeah, I think like once you first get clear on like a vision that you want to achieve or like a goal, and then you hit it for the first time and you realize like, oh shit, I literally have the power to bend reality. Like things get really fun, you know, like things get really, really fun. Can you show us the AI tools inside your program? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I'll show you. Give me a sec. I'm pulling them up. There we go. Okay. No, it's not every Wednesday. I accidentally went live today. I didn't even mean to click this button, but now here we are. I'm doing them Friday now. I'm going to do Friday. So like we've got all these tools like image generation, image adjustment, research pain points, funnel builder, market research, site builder, phone spam checker. And then we've got the basic ones like, you know, you've got like CAMS AI, which is trained on every call I've ever taken, every message I've ever sent, every SOP I've ever created, just business and life guidance, communication agents, hiring agents, sales call, niche, offer, prompts, churn, sales scripts. Then we've got like other ones like, let me show you. Let me pull the other ones up because then we've got like way more tools than that. Like this one helps you create client ads. It's like, oh, I'm in dental. Here's the client I serve. Here's what they do. It will generate the ads for you. The image generation tool. We also have a video generation tool as well. Ignore this. Ignore this. This is a test. This is a test I was doing. We have a client funnel builder as well. And this can be done for B2B. So we have a bunch of templates. You can come in and go, yeah, I do roofing. And then you can like use the AI to generate and like cool shit like that. So like just makes fulfillment a lot easier. What else do we have? Yeah, a bunch of stuff. How do you face your fears? You just do it. Fear is just false evidence appearing real. What do you think is there left in your life for you to achieve? Not specifically monetary, but life in general. Get married, have kids, give all my money away, have a way bigger impact. Like I've barely impacted anyone. Say you had 2K USD saved. Would you run ads or SMS ads? What was the first goal for you if you remember? 10K a month. Cameron, if you start again, what would you YOLO? Would you YOLO it on your own again or join a company and learn? I think both can work. Q1 Mastermind, where and when? We're booked up, brother. Feb 15th, we're capped. We can't take on anyone else in Dubai. How long did it take to get to 10K a month? I think it took me like, when I started the agency, like I was doing copywriting before, I think it took me like 4 months. Did you do your 6-pack update? No. I did get it. Actually, I did do an update. I just didn't do it publicly. Cameron, if you start... Shit. Bedtime alarm. Why did you stop the daily accountability journals? Cameron, if you're starting again, would you do it on your own? Cam, why do you keep failing your body goals? I'm not. I'm just setting unrealistic expectations of myself, to be honest. That's what I realized. These tools look sick. Just booked a call with your team. Oh, yeah, baby. That's usually how it goes, bro. Yeah, we've got some sick stuff. Thoughts on selling AI voice callers? Yeah, I would tack on lead gen, though, as well. Are these AI tools? No, these AI tools are in both programs. Yep. We've got this really cool thing as well, because we found like, you know, people join our program. There's just so much content because like we've just got resources for everything. So like we found that having, I'll show you what we have. This is really cool, actually. Let me pull this up. We have this, which is like Find me this, find me that, find me this. It's like a content finder. It's like, find me the B2C GHL snapshot and it will just find it. It just saves a lot of time. Super helpful. Where do you think you'll live long term? I actually don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. How much do you weigh? Good question. 65 kilograms. I'm a light boy right now. What do you think of paper appointment for contractors? And how much would you charge for setup fees? I would get them to pay like the first 5 appointments up front, $1,000, and then work your pricing up. Do you plan trips and meetups and licensing scale? Yes. What's the best advice you've ever gotten? If you knew you were 1,000 failures away from your first million, you'd celebrate every time you check one off your list. Do you run a pinpoint organic YouTube? We're doing it right now. It was a time thing. I didn't want to do it, so we're just getting UGC Creative to do it, which I don't recommend. Have you ever considered getting into games with bigger opportunities? Yeah. I just I want to max out what I'm good at, you know? Retainer model. Oh, I can't be asked for these fucking practical questions where I have to think right now. It's like 11:30. How tall are you? I'm 5'9". Can you show us funnel you build for your clients on landing page? No. Are you a laptop guy or PC guy? MacBook, plugged into monitor. Sleep 1 hour a day but supercharged energy, or 12 hours and always tired? What? Why don't you recommend UGC for YouTube? Just because they're not going to be able to articulate themselves as clearly as someone that knew about what they were talking about. What monitor do you use? I have a extremely big monitor. I use a Samsung monitor, which is just very wide. It's got 3 screens in one. It's great. Nah. I'll be at the computer for another hour anyway. Don't you think UK girls are better than Dubai? Probably. Yes. Yeah. 100%. Are you high test? I think I've got 900. With getting them to watch the YouTube, we use it as sales assets. The way I see it is organic is paid ads, fuel on the fire for the paid ads, because you nurture them with it and you send them sales assets. We need SOPs for the Tinder VA. Yeah, that's in the License and Smash, bro. It's coming out next month. Oh, yeah. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this. It's bedtime now. What do you think about paying $500 a month to white label Facebook ads? Oh, not today. Not today. When are you coming to South Florida? I actually do like Florida, man. I like Florida. I'll probably be there in a few months. Yeah, I like Miami as well. Holy shit balls. Too many questions this late. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Next 7 minutes, 6 minutes, 40 seconds. This is all we do. We're going to quick fire through every fucking question from right now. Whatever you want to know, let's go. I'm starting the timer. Hold on. Let's go. Retainer model versus setup fee and 10% of the jobs you get to the client. Oh my God, this chat moves too fast. Fuck. Retainer model versus setup fee. Setup fee and 10. No, don't start with retainer model. You can get your best clients and do percentage, because if you do percentage, most clients are shit at closing. It's going to fuck you. What would you do if you were starting everything tomorrow, Cam? I'd get a sales job. I'd stack 10K and then I'd launch paid ads. You're hesitant to leave. I like food. I like working. This has been actually more enjoyable than I thought it would be, to be quite frank with you. Neville Goddard versus Neuro Knowledge. Neville Goddard. Facebook lead or website lead form. I like funnels more than I like lead forms. I've got to 13K a month copywriting right now. but got offered to join a company as their full-time copywriter, 10K plus equity. Feels like I can learn more there, but I have 4 years to unlock full equity. Fuck that, man. Keep doing what you're doing. It's like I got offered a sales job for Charlie Morgan when I was making like 3K a month. And I said no because I knew I could make more. Can you send me some money? No. Would you do Facebook ads for B2B on your pay-per appointment offer for contractors? Yes. You recommend learning Premiere? No idea. What's the alarm code you have in your hand? Alarm. Digital. Where you want to settle down? Don't know. Can I cold call? It's the only option I have. What do you think? Get it done. Cam, tell me what clothes you like to wear. I like to wear lingerette. How often are the group Q&A calls with you and LNS? I actually have 3 calls a week in there. Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. And every 2 weeks, I do a masterclass where we go over something that people want to know. The one best paradigm shift to scale to the moon. You can bend reality the minute you decide. Identity is the cause, reality is the effect. What would you do if you were starting everything tomorrow? Answered it. Where do I book a call with your team? Oh, man. Let's get some late night sales calls cranking. I should have had this link ready. Hold on. It's in the chat. Let's go. Okay. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Ultra successful alien billionaire. Do you and Charlie got beef? No. Do you have 7 figures in the bank? Yes. I can only afford to cold call. What should I do out of hours? Get better at sales. AI web design, good. Yeah. Is SMMA still good? Opportunity, yes. What would you price? Bro, you got super lean. What weight do you want to fight in? You said to want to have a boxing match, right? Yeah, that's probably going to be like Q2, Q3. Good, man, bro. I can tell you're going to become religious soon. Why do you say we're like we're and not we're like we're? Because I'm from the north, my friend. Onboarding call plus contract. I don't know what you mean. Oh, yeah. Onboarding call plus contract signing plus investment. No, bro. No. Investment, then contract, then onboarding call, then service delivery. What do we sell as an agency? Lead gen, best. Cam, I'm coming to Cleethorpes. Recommendation for size to see. Oh, my God. Nothing. Stay at home. How do you plan to be a billionaire? Not my goal. One book to recommend to absolutely fucking bend reality. Parallel Universes of Self. What is the best thing to sell as an agency? Lead gen plus call center, so appointments. Best videos, resources to learn and crack Facebook ads. My program, my friend. Shameless plug. Do you not get tempted to splash crazy on holidays? No, like I just know that I can do it whenever I want. It doesn't really bother me that much. What made you get into working with med spas and not dentists? I don't know. I just copied Thomas Gonnet at the time. What is the best thing to sell as an agency? Answered it. As an African, how should I target first world businesses? Yeah, you're at a disadvantage. You'll be fine. Who are the fake SMMA YouTubers? Let's create some beef. All of them. You happy? Yes. Create an offer for the roofing niche. Oh, man, I need more. I can't do that in 10 seconds. You sell lead gen, kind of. Can you link any resources for call center setup? Not for free. Favorite genre of music besides house? Deep techno music. You know, I do love a good rave, I will say. Toughest business moment you've had? When I had a client success manager managing 80 clients on the day I was hosting a mastermind, run off with them all and get them to all charge back. That was tough. Bro, I love your editing. Can you hook me up with your editor? He's an absolute G. How do I get out of Grimsby? Make more money. I got capital for ads. What do I need ready to run them? Creatives, offer, lead form, CRM. What's your least favorite country? I can't say that right now. I might get banned. When are you going to make a video with Thomas Gonnet? I don't really know if that would ever, why would I do that? Will this live be deleted? Maybe. Cam, how often do you masturbate? Never. So many of these questions, yes, they are. Okay, we're going to keep going. Fuck it. Let's go. No, we're not. Hold on. We're going to go for 1 more minute. I'm quite enjoying this. Thoughts on Jordan Platten? Yeah, just another agency guy, right? Just I don't know what else you want me to say. Plug your Spotify. I can't be asked. Minimum SMS volume as much as possible. Any advice on fulfillment? I got 3 clients but can't get results on a pay-per appointment model. You got to diagnose a constraint. Go and watch my fulfillment video from last week. What do you sell besides lead gen? I sell the call center, marketing, of course, to our clients as well. What do you do? How often do you stare out the window? 73 times a day. Best YouTubers to learn from, especially client fulfillment, me. Cam, do you sleep on your back or your stomach? I sleep on my head. Do you wear a Jewish cap in private? What on earth? Living in Creek Harbor, but don't go to Creek Harbor, bro. Don't live in Creek Harbor. What's your type for women? Bit of an odd question, my friend. Which niche makes 500K a month do you know of? I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not just to protect my clients. Do you eat right side up or upside down? I eat through my rectum. How often are the group Q&A calls in LNS with you 3 times a week? Launch and Land, best program I've joined by far, not even close. Let's fucking go, baby. Oh, yeah. Love it. Okay. We've got 28. Biggest false belief in succeeding. Too generic. You have too high ego. I would actually completely disagree with you. I think I have like the complete opposite of an ego, to be completely frank. Who do you see as one of your mentors? I think I have mentors in different domains of life. Do you remember Owen? Yes. How much did you make before getting a mentor? I don't know, like 5K a month, if that. What do you think of LinkedIn outbound? What is the biggest false belief if people start? Okay, that's time. Hope you enjoyed this. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. See you next Friday. Block the calendar. You're going to be calling me. So no like weird shit over the phone, or I will genuinely have to just ban you from my live streams. Hope this was valuable. Ciao.